Good morning. It's Red, Relevant, Entertaining, Dynamic. It's Michelle Barone, your host, alongside Ashleigh McPherson, and we're so excited to be here today.
Oh, I'm so excited, guys. This is the most excited I've ever been for an episode. I'm so excited.
I think Ashleigh was a little starstruck this morning when our guest walked in. We have Heidi D'Amelio here. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited to be here.
And I wish I could just hug you like
10
10
times.
times.
We already did hug 10 times.
Hey guys, before today's episode, I want to talk to you about something that Ashleigh and I care a lot about, mental health.
That's right. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. And Mental Health America of Dutchess County is the perfect place for that help.
Absolutely. Mental Health America of Dutchess County is super empowering and helps so many people with so many problems.
Honestly, it's pretty amazing seeing how mental health actually affects people. I mean, the guests that we've had on the show, we've talked about mental health in almost every episode, and it's a serious topic.
Now's the time to prioritize your mental well-being. If you're suffering from anxiety, depression, or anything mental health related, visit Mental Health America Dutchess County at mhadutchess.org.
This episode is brought to you by WAVA Water, the smarter way to hydrate. With WAVA, you get more than just water. It's hydration tailored to your busy lifestyle. Need to focus during the workday or a creative session? WAVA has you covered with curated music playlists designed to enhance your concentration and energy. You guys know I have ADD and I cannot focus at all, but when I drink WAVA Water and I listen to their lo-fi beats, suddenly I can focus. It's kind of like I'm cured. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need some clarity, WAVA's hydration and soundscapes help you stay at your best. WAVA is all about fueling your body and mind, so you can take on whatever comes your way. Stay refreshed and motivated with every sip and every beat. Visit wavawater.com to hydrate and find your focus.
So Heidi and I had the opportunity to meet with Louie and Teresa from the New Jersey Housewives, and they're both absolutely amazing people, and Louie is just the salt of the earth, the most iconic guy, and he's like, you gotta meet my friends, and I was like, who are your friends? And he's like, Mark and Heidi D'Amelio, and I'm like, your friends? I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we went to dinner, and immediately when we met, it was just this chemistry and connection. And
instantly.
Right? And we just talked for like 2 hours. It brings tears to my eyes thinking about it. But we connected on an inspirational level, and I did not think that was going to happen. I thought this was just going to be a dinner, and I'm like, all right, we took a picture, we move on.
No.
But, I know, but now every time you post, I'm like, I love this, I love you, keep going, girl, and we're always cheering for each other. So.
I mean, no, literally that night, I was not feeling confident. I was not just that night, just in general, like I was just not feeling the way that I like to feel, the way that I hype my friends up, that like, oh my God, do you know who you are? You're amazing. You're like doing a million things. You're happy. You have so many great things in your life. And I usually try to be that person, but I usually do feel that way. Yeah. And I wasn't feeling it for a while. And just like with content, just feeling like I wasn't putting out there what I was feeling, and it was such a disconnect. And you switched something in me, and from that, when was that, a couple months ago?
It was a couple months ago.
I've been Christmas, a totally different. It's been totally different for me, and I just appreciate you. You were like, do you know who you are? Like, you inspire so many women, and like sometimes you just get with your phone and it's like you in that video, and you know. Not saying I'm forgetting that there's people watching it, but you don't think you have that impact, and I kind of had lost that, and so you reminded me of that, and my intention in my content changed that night, and I was so excited. And I was like, now I really want to make her proud. Like I want her to see that
I'm gonna cry.
All those things she said to me that night that didn't land on deaf ears.
She's gonna make me cry.
I know. Oh my gosh, she is the best type woman.
She's
she
the
really
best.
Is,
I can
everyone.
see it. I can see it. You always have the best things to say about everybody, and I feel like I try to be like that, and I think that's part of why we connected, because 100%. We are out hyping each other.
Yes. Right. We're like, go girl, no, you go girl.
Yeah, it was the best.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying 2 minutes into this, Heidi. But what a compliment, and I do feel that way. Like, I remember seeing you, you looked so good. You were in this royal blue, I'm like, she is so swaggy, and you were so cool. even cooler than online. Like I was like so impressed, and I
Aw,
was just
thank
like,
you.
and then when you were like, I don't know what to do with my content, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm thinking to myself, you are the content family of Hollywood, and that's how you feel. And there's something to be said with that, right? It's real. We all feel the same struggles in this game. It's hard, big, small,
Yeah.
you know, with the most height, you know, heat or not, right?
Absolutely.
And I think that I wanted to make sure you knew how, you know, of a baddie you are, and you still are, and I love the content you're putting out.
Thank you.
And I want to take after your meals, too. Keep doing that stuff,
I know.
because I'm like, you look so good.
Everybody says that. And actually last night Dixie's like, Mom, what I'm gonna need for you to do, like I'm this person. Give me direction. I'm a follow the rules all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
She's like, this is what I need you to do. I need you to do cooking content so that I have it, because she always calls me, okay, I'm cooking this or whatever.
Right.
And then she'll be like, well, unless you want to cook it for me, I'm like, yeah, let me just
Yeah,
cook it.
yeah.
She's not learning that way. So she's like, okay, I need you to do a whole thing on YouTube, like cook all the things that I love, that I grew up with.
That's amazing.
And I'm
Love
from
that.
Louisiana, so my kids grew up with like a lot of Italian food and just every
Yeah.
food, but a lot of Cajun food. And she's like, I need to know. I got her all the pots, all the heavy bottom
cool.
pots, black iron pots from my mom and my grandmother. So she's like ready to go, but she's like, I need those YouTube videos. And I'm like, say less. So I'm gonna
love
start
that.
doing that.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's
excited.
great.
I love it. And that's who you are, right? You're the mom, like the iconic pop culture mom for all these young women, and you've really like shown the way and led the path. And what I love about you most is you were thrown into this. This was not something that you were like, all right, we're gonna, you know, get famous by doing this and doing that. You and Mark were a couple in Connecticut, right? Starting out together and starting a life together that had two young girls that wanted to, you know, eventually ship their daughters off to college and be empty nesters. And all of a sudden, your daughter goes viral. Tell me how all of that unfolded for you and your family.
Yeah, so my oldest was in her senior year of high school, had committed to going to Alabama. She had gotten roommates. She was moving in, like all was done. But you can do it early. So she knew going into her senior year, she was all set with that. And my youngest, Charlie, was going into 10th grade, and she's been a dancer since she could walk, maybe before. And Dixie has been singing and doing theater since she was 2. And so there's always just a lot of action and that in sports. And so Charlie went viral in summer of 2019. And TikTok was so brand new.
Yeah.
I was
It
like, doing it in
was-
secret at school, and making fun of you.
No, everybody was making fun of people
Yeah.
who posted
Right.
on TikTok. And so, well, Charlie didn't have an account, so her friends did, but she was the dancer of the group, so teach us how to do the dances. And sometimes she would jump in their videos, and she was like, all right, I guess I'll start my own account.
Yeah.
And then it went crazy. And then it was like, at school, like everybody was pretty nice about it, but Dixie's like, oh my gosh, like my little
Yeah.
sister is
Yeah.
posting on TikTok because
Yeah.
nobody wanted to admit they were on. Everybody was on scrolling, but
Yeah.
nobody wanted to admit that,
Yep.
much less post. So
So funny.
It's
What
so
a time.
true.
Now
So
everyone's
then,
like,
like,
so true.
it's so, like, nobody realizes that. And Dixie is so funny. She's like, all right, yeah, if you ever hit 1 million, I'll get on the app. And she did, like, a few months later. And so Dixie got on. She didn't even have her own name. It was like user, whatever, because nobody would put their real name.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they posted together. It went nuts. And Dixie's trying to grab her name before it gets taken or whatever. And so it was, it went from that to they were gaining each 1 million followers a day.
That's insane.
Like through December, January, 1 million followers a day. Like you can't even, I've never seen 1 million people
You know, I
at one
can't-
time.
Yeah.
What
I
were
can't
you
even-
thinking?
Well, again, the app was so new, but Mark and I were on social media
Yeah.
and we saw Vine come and go, and I don't know, like it was cool. Like I liked the idea of it being like these dances that these trends. I
Fun.
liked it, and the lip sync. I thought it was fun for teens to kind of be creative with.
So she was a cool mom. Because every other mom's like, don't show my daughter in, your picture on the 17th slide here.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, come on. Like, there's still so many people like that. Social media is the fabric of our culture.
Yeah,
It
well,
just-
we knew, Mark and I
yeah.
knew it wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
So how do we learn so we could be good mentors to them as they're doing this? But also, like, we're your parents. So, but I mean, for years, like, not that long ago, they would still text us, like, do you think I should post this? Like,
I love that.
you're in your 20s.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good though.
That
because,
but
you know,
our answer was always, if you're questioning it, then you got to
Yeah.
really think about that.
Yeah.
So they're always really good about that. And
That's a really
Yeah.
great perspective, and I
Yeah.
want to touch on that for a second. A lot of parents are doing this now, right? They're mentoring their children, and maybe they didn't grow up with it. They don't know.
I
But if you're
didn't.
questioning it, maybe you should think about it. Maybe
Yeah.
you should pause on it, or give yourself
Yeah.
enough time to think
Yeah.
about it. That's a great
24-hour
Sleep on
rule.
it,
Yeah.
Sit with it.
Yeah.
Come back to
Yeah.
it tomorrow.
Posting things in the heat of the moment usually
Never good.
backfires.
Never post with emotion. Never comment with emotion. You know,
Yeah.
we've learned a
Especially
lot of
that
that the
one.
hard way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What was a defining moment in those times for you and your family?
I feel like it's not what people might think. I mean, there's the obvious, like, Dixie performed in Madison Square Garden
Yes!
twice.
Crazy.
Is insanity. Charlie, all the things she's done. She won Dancing with the Stars on
Yes.
Broadway. Obviously, those are massive. But to me, it's more of the moments when, they see a young girl that gets inspiration from them.
Yes.
Like, that's what it's all about.
How many people do you know that they've inspired?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everyone. I think it completely changed the game. Like
Yeah.
the social media game completely changed when they got on and everything you guys were doing. Then you were in California and you guys were in like the Hype House and all that stuff.
Yeah, what
it
was
the
that
Hype
like?
House, right?
So, yeah, Charlie, the first time she came out to California, we had a shared calendar as a family. We were a very organized family.
I
So we
love
had a
that.
shared
Used to be.
calendar from when they were young. And like
Share that online too, please, for all of us moms out there. We need that organization.
it was really a game changer. Everybody knew where everybody was going to be, needed to be, whatever. So we started that pretty young. And Charlie saw that Mark was coming to California, and she was like, "Can I come with you?" Because there's a site that Famous Birthdays that had invited her, if you're ever in LA, come to the offices, and they do like games and stuff.
Yeah.
So she wanted to go. He was like, "Well, you're staying with me," because she had met friends online.
Yeah.
That were in the Hype House. But, it wasn't the Hype House yet. So she came with Mark. He took her to Famous Birthdays. She had probably 300K at the time. And we're still friends with the guy that owns Famous Birthdays. It just, like, met some really great people. So meets up with all the people in the Hype House. And, they were trying to do this. Like, they were pursuing this. And
It wasn't a thing yet.
It was, like, happening to the girls. So it was, but they were learning a lot, and they never lived in the Hype House.
Yeah.
They always lived at home. But so we were coming back and forth a lot, and they would go to the Hype House and make content. But it was tricky because on the business side of it, the Hype House might be doing a brand deal that is a competitor of something the girls are doing.
Yeah.
So it got uncomfortable because it's like, well, you can't really do that. But in their eyes, like, I'm hanging out with my friends. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Right.
But your friends are working and you're working, although it doesn't look like work, and the brands are not going to be happy. So there was like those moments that were tricky, but overall, looking back on it, everybody had a good time.
Yeah.
It was the same drama you would have in high school.
I love it.
Right.
Literally the same, oh my God, who's mad at me, and why'd they say that, and this and that, and then everybody's over it, and like, it was all the same. Although there were so many eyes on them, and people, the sleuths online are like
yeah.
making bigger deals of things.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was a time for sure, but it was a time when, like, kind of everybody moved on from that. Everyone was elevating and doing different things, and it didn't It just evolved.
It
Yeah.
evolved.
Yeah.
So then after that trip, then what? Then how
So
did,
we came back and forth a lot, and it was just everyone was trying to get a piece of the girls.
Yeah.
And
how did you manage it all?
we just went really slow. You know, Mark's an entrepreneur his
Right.
whole career. He knows business.
And
he
negotiations.
he didn't know that business. So, you know, we knew enough to put people around us that were in the business and could guide us. But we, you know, we like to say we managed the managers.
Right.
You know, but it was crazy. You know how they talk about like, as if you have a kid that's an athlete, like you got to be on all these things and do it. Like those coaches are going to find you. Like
Yeah.
same thing. The people who need to find you to do like real legitimate stuff, because there's a lot of BS, and just they'll find you and they will not stop until they get a hold of you.
See,
It
that's
was
interesting
crazy.
to know
Yeah.
too. You know, because a lot of people think you have to pay to play, you have to do these certain things. Like you said, the people that are important find you.
Yeah.
And that's a really another really good tip for any moms out there with their kids and doing this kind of thing. You know.
I think looking back on it, what we would do differently. I mean, it's so hard, and Mark and I are really hard on ourselves. But I always, when he like we'll talk about, oh, we should have, could have, would have done this. I'm like, we did the best we could at a time where everybody's on a brand new app that's evolving daily. Like we were, it was like drinking from a fire hose.
Yeah.
That's the intensity, like all day, every day, you know. It was crazy. People were showing up at our house. We got swatted like multiple
God.
times.
Why?
It was crazy.
people-
Well, it was like a thing with the girls were live. When people would go live,
my
people
gosh.
would swat them so they could see it go down.
Oh my God.
That never happened. Like no,
That's
it never
insane.
got seen. But yeah, it was so scary.
Oh my gosh.
So, but what we've learned is we have built this sort of arsenal of people and information. So there's so many young people that are coming out here, are new and are blowing up, especially those ones that blow up like we
Overnight.
did.
Yeah.
You know, usually the girls reach out to them, or they'll end up reaching out to Mark or I, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like, what do you need? We
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
So we're parents, obviously, to our own kids, but we're the parents, and
Yeah.
people come to us to like, I don't know. I'm like, well, we learned a lot the hard way.
Yeah.
So
you
let
know,
us help you. You
What
know.
are some of the DMs you get? You must get DMs from everyone, from moms to young girls to people trying to break the business. Like, what are some of them that are notable that you remember over time?
Oh my gosh. The notable ones are the ones that talk about, you know, you guys, you know, changed how we do things in our family. You know, it was COVID. So you don't normally see two teenagers and their parents hanging out so much
Yeah.
every single day, but so was everybody else.
Right.
And so I think it made it cool to make content with your mom or your
Yeah.
dad. And, you know, I think those were kind of the best. I'm trying to think of like specific DMs, but I do get DMs of huge creators that are, you know, it's been about a year and they're just like still so confused, don't know what to do. Their family's so supportive, but if you don't know this business, it's so hard to guide a young person. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So those are the ones that I, you know, always try to help. And I was at something the other day, and this mom came up to me. She has 3 daughters. Her, like, the one that kind of is gravitating towards
Yeah.
social media is 10. She's like, she's not on. I don't know what to do. Like, I said, you're gonna have to let your kids be mad at you.
Yep.
And you know, it was different when my kids were that age, although it wasn't that long ago. But
It
my
was.
Yeah.
it's like changed so much.
There's not as many opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel, and I do give this advice, and especially like for a kid that has that's a dancer or a singer, and they're making these videos, or they have a performance, post it and archive everything. And when they're 18, or whatever age is appropriate for that kid, then let them decide, okay, I don't want to put this, I want to put that. And, it's like a resume. Like, let it kind of share your work as an artist or whatever it is that you're doing, of like, yeah, I've been doing this for a long time and here's my work, to build to where you are, you know.
That's
And
a great idea.
That's a great idea.
I feel like it's a safe way to
Yeah.
Yeah.
to kind of let your young, I mean, the kid is 10,
Yeah.
you know, that's really
It is
young,
young.
it's
Yeah.
scary.
It is.
But I'm actually very excited to be, I'm working with Instagram, I'm co-hosting an event with them next week, and it's for parents, and it's all about,
awesome.
they have teen accounts, and a lot of parents don't know that. And so
true.
I think, you know, my kids, I don't have teens anymore, but I have perspective, and what I do have is the ability to share with my platform
Right,
to the
100%.
parents that are like, what do I do?
Right.
Like that, like educating them and getting the awareness out that exists in a way that you can work with your kids to, they can be on social media, but we're gonna have a lot of guardrails. So
100%.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, so teen accounts, that's great. I can't wait to learn the parameters around it. So how can people listen?
Well, we're still learning.
Yeah.
And so the event is for like parents that are in social media or parents of kids in social media, and it's kind of just gathering information. I went to the last one they went to, and they're just like getting feedback and just trying to make the app better. So
that.
as soon as like we know more, I'm really pushing for the education for the parents
Love
and
it.
the awareness. So that's still evolving, so stay tuned on
I
that.
love that. All right, we have our official TikTok mom here and social media mom, and it's really interesting that you took on the role, because a lot of parents would think, oh, this is stupid, right? But you're organized and thoughtful, and you thought through it, and look at what you've made. You guys made so much of it, right?
Well, so Mark and I never intended on this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pause that there. So when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I started modeling. And modeling in the 90s at 5'7" is like, that's just not a thing. You at like 5'8" or taller, and that's it. And that's it.
6'3",
So
maybe?
my master plan is, before I met Mark, was I'm going to get married, I'm going to have kids, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, and then when the kids launch, I'm going to get back into modeling, so there'll be less competition.
Yeah.
But it'll be a different category, like older woman,
Yeah.
but I was fine with that. And then the internet happened and changed the game, and it's still not easy, but it's opened it up. Like you can be your own creative director on
Right.
your own platforms, and so I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I
So
love that.
I had paused another story to tell that story. What were we talking about?
We were talking about-
Okay. So when we ended up meeting, we met with all the like agents here, and this one agency looked at not just the girls; they looked at the family as a whole, and they're like, I think there's something really nice here, and it's a family that. Wasn't looking for this.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to them, and let's just make the best of it, and like, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
So they saw a bigger picture, and so as long as the girls were fine with it, and we're like, all right, well, we could be down with that, and so that's kind of how. So that combined with, I knew at some point I wanted to kind of get back into modeling or something like that. But at that time, I mean, my own personal social media really just started a couple of years ago, because we were in hardcore mom and dad mode of, it was just so much for them. Like, that was not the time for me to like, oh, let me jump in here and do my own thing. Like, it was so, they needed their parents.
They did, and you guys did that, and it was an incredible ride, I am sure. What were some of the things that you could say to inspire others? I know you've dropped a lot of these little nuggets here, but and on your social media platforms, like we said, people reach out to you and want to know information. If you could give one tip to a mom in the business, what would you say?
I have so much.
There's so
to
many.
say. I would say to the kids, nobody's going to have your back like your family. And I would also say that you are a paycheck to a lot of these people in this industry. And you have to be aware of that, because we thought a lot of these people were our friends.
Yeah.
And they were not on the same page as that. And they made it look like it.
Yeah.
They weren't.
They just wanted to gain something.
Yeah. And I get it. Everybody needs to pay their bills and do their thing, but it could be, what's the word? Gross, honestly. Like, the way that people can be. So just keep your eyes open. And Mark and I had our eye on the ball, and we
Yeah.
missed it. We missed a lot. And so, big life lesson, and everything we do. And I feel like we were going as slow as possible as we could at the time, but I think even more now, we are so thoughtful about anybody we work with, and what is this going to look like, and what's the clear picture, and just finding people that generally are aligned with sort of like what we're aligned with, and
100%.
just in life in general. So just, they're not your friends.
It's interesting you say that because big or small, again, we're experiencing the same things, right? You always think, oh, it's because we're not at the top yet, right? You always think like a person going in this industry that hasn't reached the pinnacle of whatever that means for them, or in the industry, it's the same at the top, right? Everybody's out for themselves, and I couldn't imagine, having someone on your team or somebody that hired you for a really high paying job, all of a sudden you're best friends, and then they're just hiring the next person tomorrow and the relationship's over. It's like, oh, well, I thought we just made you 10 times what you paid us. And you're like, yeah, but this person's going to make us 20 times,
Yeah.
right? That's
It's
what you
so
need.
transactional.
Yeah, it's transactional.
And here's
That's tough.
another something that Mark and I were really, we always let the girls lead the conversations, but they were doing a lot of brand deals, and they're like, we want to just have more say in like a brand, like own something, and that's right up Mark's alley. So we went down that road of like starting a brands company and doing all that. And
that.
it's been mind-blowing how many creators that have been in this business way longer than we have will say, oh, I've been wanting to start a brand. You guys are just like incredible how you've done that. I'm like, so why haven't you started it? Well, my team doesn't think it's the right time. Babe, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they don't make money if you own something. You're only
right.
good to them by the brand deals.
And that's your own team. Those are the people you
You would be shocked how often I hear that.
unbelievable.
I think that's like I feel like, especially now, I mean, we're 6 years into TikTok now, but it's such uncharted territory. And I feel like even when I started, like, I went to her house and I'm like, marketing. I'm like, what do I even charge people for a brand deal? Like, you don't know
Yeah.
It's
compared to
such
the amount of followers
it's
you
so
have.
crazy.
It
It's a lot of stuff people don't talk about.
It's true.
And gatekeep, and like, and then you see people get in unfortunate situations because they don't know. It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so
sad.
hard. But I always encourage people to own their own things, and also get on the phone calls as early as possible
Yeah.
with the brand that you're going to be working with, alongside the manager, the agent. Like, be in the calls. There's no reason that, obviously there's moments you don't want to be in it, let them negotiate this and that.
Yeah.
But like, what's the creative? What are we talking about? Also, get to know the people behind the brand and establish those relationships. Because if you leave that manager or
Right.
that agent, you lost that contact.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's very important that you say that, and a lot of artists, content creators don't do that, right? They just leave it up to their manager because they don't know. It's deer in headlights. I'm just the talent. Whereas, your daughters had you, and so many people on the internet have you to go to. So thank you for doing all that you do to support this industry. It's super important.
Oh, yeah.
And to take on that responsibility, because I don't even know any other parents that have it as organized, that have done what you've done and created so much stability among the chaos as a family.
Thank you.
So-
Listen, we haven't done it all right, but we learned a lot by mistakes and
Right.
a lot by gut instinct that
Yep.
worked out beautifully, and we've had a lot of fun.
Yep.
But we want to be able to kind of do what we've done with our family, and take all the good and bring that to as many
Let's go,
people
baby.
as possible.
That is
All right.
awesome. I just love Pixie Beauties on the.
Hold on a second, I'm not ready yet.
Oh, geez, Ash, seriously?
Are you kidding? Have you seen how my skin has been glowing lately? I'm not stopping.
I mean, seriously, Pixie Beauty products are for every day, and they are the best. I love the Glow Tonic. It's become a staple in my skincare.
I love that product. I use it every day before I do my skincare, and honestly, it's like brightens my face, I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, a guest commented today on how beautiful you looked and that you were dewy and glowy, and it's all because of Pixie.
Honestly, Pixie products just know how to make you feel beautiful in your own skin.
My favorite is the Pixie On The Glow blush. It is so much fun. You can just stick it right on, take it out. It's just one of my favorites. It's so much fun, and it looks so good on.
Honestly, it gives you like a nice sun-kissed glow. I absolutely love it, and it's going to be great for summer. If you guys want to glow this summer just like us, visit www.pixiebeauty.com.
Asunta, I have to say, ever since I've been going to Derma Laser Center, my skin has never looked better. What's your secret?
Thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad you're happy. So basically, our treatments are tailored to every client's unique needs. It's all about personal care. And we're just here to help you achieve long-term skin health.
Oh, I love that. And I love that it's unique to everyone. You know, that's really important. I have to say, I get compliments on my skin all the time.
That's the best feedback we can get, honestly. Whether you're coming in for a laser hair removal treatment, a facial, or a skincare consultation, we're here to help all our clients feel confident in their skin.
I have to say, for me, it's been a game changer. You know, I always feel like I look fresh and refreshed, and it's because of the treatment. You know, whether it's laser hair removal or it's facials, all of the things that you do really help support me. So thank you so much, and I just love you, Asunta.
I love you. Thank you. We're here to help everyone glow. For anyone interested in finding out more information about our services at Derma Laser Center, you can visit our website at dermalasercenterny.com. We'd love to help you achieve your best skin and smoothest results ever.
Get glowing.
Hey guys, I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about this week's sponsor, a brand I've been genuinely loving. Ciel is the definition of quiet luxury. It's minimal, intentional, and already loved by those who know it. Every piece is thoughtfully designed with modern femininity in mind. Made to move with you, rest with you, and live effortlessly within your everyday life. This is functional luxury at its best. Nothing loud, nothing forced, just elevated everyday essentials that feel refined, understated, and incredibly wearable. The kind of pieces you reach for without thinking because they simply work. Like, guys, seriously, we're filming for our podcast today, and everything I packed was Ciel. This top, this is like just like a cute white crop top. I have this like cute Ciel windbreaker crop jacket, and then these gorgeous pink leggings. So freaking cute. I've been obsessed with Ciel. Ciel understands that real luxury isn't about logos or trends. It's about confidence without trying. It's about clothes that move seamlessly between moments, from movement to rest, from busy days to quiet ones, without ever feeling overdone. There's something sophisticated and subtle about the brand. It's modern, it's intentional, and it feels like it was designed for women who know exactly who they are, or who are becoming her. If you love minimal design, thoughtful details, and pieces that feel effortless but elevated, Ciel is the brand you'll quietly become obsessed with. You guys can shop now at cielny.com. That's cielny.com. Trust me, once you notice it, you'll see it everywhere.
We have to talk about having a TV show, like, literally about your family. Like, what is that like?
You know, I've heard a lot. I have friends that are on other shows, and we had a very different experience. So it was very scheduled. Our calendars were insane. I mean, the girls sometimes would have 2 or 3 massive events in one day. Full hair, makeup change, dress, like crazy. So they would look at the calendar and like, okay, we're going to follow this. It was kind of a lot of that. So it was very scheduled, and, you know, we didn't wake up and the cameras were there. It was never that.
Right.
Like, we, going into it, knew that we weren't begging anybody for a show. We're like, I don't know why. Like, why does anybody want to see what we're doing? Really?
Come on,
And the whole world,
everyone.
we still care. We still want to see this show. I mean, come on.
But so, you know, they were just kind of like, it's just an extraordinary situation happening to like a normal family, and that's the interest. So, so with that, we were like, okay, but we signed on to do a docuseries, and season 1 was very much that, and then other things, like it turned up very reality, and I don't know, it didn't feel as good doing it like that.
Good.
Yeah.
And I respect that, you know?
Absolutely. I just think like the way you guys like carry yourself is just like so amazing because I feel like it is like easy to lose yourself in this industry and like especially with like a million people pulling you a lot of different ways and like it's always just shown that like you guys care for the girls first and that's really refreshing to see.
Family, literally, family over everything.
Yeah.
You guys know.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
That's
it's
right.
we're best friends.
We are. We love each other.
And listen, and to be clear, it's not always perfect and fun and cohesive. There's a lot that goes into working with your family.
Yeah.
But what we have got and gained after 5 years or so is, you know, honestly, I didn't realize for Mark and I as adults could have so much growth in such a short period of time.
So cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, Dixie says it all the time. She was like, you know, people your age are not growing at the rate you guys are growing. And I'm so thankful, like, as parents, the way that we communicate with each other and how we carry ourselves is just so different. And it's evolved so much, literally by the day. And we're like, oh my gosh, all grown up.
And I
doing
love
it.
that. And you know what? And that inspires so many people. I know that your stories inspired folks, but now you are doing something totally different. You're on a life's mission. You're helping women, and I want to hear all about it. Tell us everything.
I am very excited about this. I built this from a thought in my head, and I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I feel like there's something missing that this will fill that need. And so what I've been very, very lucky enough between my sisters, my family, my cousins, my sister-in-law, who's my best friend, and all these girlfriends that I have back in Connecticut and also here in LA, and then with my own personal growth, the way I've been able to grow, and this is like, I have so much support at home, outside of that. And the conversations, the deep conversations, you know, the growth happens when you get to the real ugly side of yourself. And you gotta do that shadow work and you know, peel back the rough stuff to get to the beauty on the inside. And I think a lot of people, you know, they kind of create this exterior to protect what's in here.
That's
and
right.
you can that's not sustainable. You can carve out your life and different people to keep it at bay so you feel good, but you have to do that work.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think when you are in that state, you feel stuck, you don't know how to help yourself. And I feel like that's where I've been able to grow is all of these relationships I have. So that's what I want to offer to women is, you know, a package is like 4 phone calls or Zooms or whatever, FaceTimes, and just, you know, they're feeling stuck, they're in a transition, they've had it all, they've had a lifetime of success in business and in their family, and then now their kids are launched and they're not, and your role changes. It doesn't matter if your family has millions of followers or, you know, you're not on social media at all. Like when your kids leave as a mom, whether you're working, you're at home, whatever, you question your purpose. And wait, now I'm not needed, and what does that look like?
Yeah.
And then also your relationship with your spouse or
Yeah.
the person, you know, your significant other. And so I want to have these women who are in a transition, no matter what it is. You know, you're stay-at-home mom, now you're working, or, you know, you're in corporate and now you're, you know,
Content
just
creating.
stuck.
Yeah.
Content creators that are just stuck and just using, I mean, even this, everything you've told me, I take everything I learn from my my friends, my experiences, and that's what I want to share. Like, I can't take this with me. It's like meant to be given, and I do want to share more of that on my socials because I don't feel I do that really now.
Yeah.
But I think these intimate phone conversations with someone that has no skin in the game on what you decide to do,
Exactly.
but those conversations could flip something in you. And I'm not a therapist. It's not even about that. It's having, and you might have family, you know, siblings, parents, best friends, but it's something about someone that has no preconceived notions about you, that can just see you and you can open up and then get to the good stuff and then watch them make that shift. It's really just reminding them to trust themselves. You probably have the answers, just like I did. I just needed that person to like kind of organize things and get you to see a little more clearly to take that next step, whatever that might be.
Yeah, because looking at it from a bird's eye view, there's always different opinions, and you have perspective. What I love about you is you have a really wide range of perspective on all age levels. So
Yeah.
you can give someone tools they need.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, my audience is 18 to 30.
Yeah.
And
That's
you know,
rare
that's the
for- it's
majority.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it does make creating content like, how do I like storytell here, you know,
Yeah.
to make it make sense. But I do want to offer that, and so that'll be coming like now.
Awesome.
And
We need to sign my mom up for this. I'm like, I feel like
My
an
mom-
empty nest is always a
She
conversation
needs
we
it.
have. Like
You
my
would
brother's
be-
in college.
all of
like,
my friends,
she
we're
needs it.
all going through it, and it's like I have some friends that are on the back end of it. Their kids are graduating college at this point, and the way their nervous systems have calmed down,
Yeah.
and they've settled into who they are. But at the beginning, you're like,
What do I do?
and it doesn't matter what you do on your daily life, what kind of background you have or
Right.
whatever, you're still having those same feelings.
What
and
does
I
it
just
feel like? I'm not there yet. I will be.
well, it was so weird, like because we were working together, like that's not normal.
Yeah.
yeah.
But when your kids are out of your house, not only are they out of the house, they're financially stable and they have teams.
Yeah.
They really didn't need us at,
At all.
And so it was a lot of like, this is not about me. This is about supporting them in their launch and finding that in me to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like it's for my friends, it comes out in arguments.
Really.
There's so much love and you're missing them, but some reason it
Yeah.
comes out in an argument.
yeah.
And it's just it's your own stuff
Yeah.
that you got to work through. Your kid is going to be there. They're going to be close to you. They're not going to be close to you. They are finding their own way.
Yeah.
But you do the work when when they come to you and you've done the work.
And you're
How
at peace.
beautiful that is. That's everything.
That is so
Yeah.
Val. Okay, so
I
I'm
love
buying
this.
this for my. I'm buying
I'm
it for my
telling you,
sister.
like, I
We're
really
buying the
think
course
that's
for
what
her.
it is. Like, I feel like even sometimes I talk to her and she's like, "How do you like think this way?" And I'm like, "Well, you taught me to think this way." Like, sometimes you just need like someone else to like
Yes.
bounce like your conversations like off of to like realize what you already know.
Literally,
you know?
Dixie and I go deep. We
Yeah.
have some deep conversations,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Mom, you know this.
Right.
You know what you're doing."
That's right.
I'm like, "Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. I needed
Just
that."
need the reminder.
But like sometimes the other people in your lives might not be in that. They might be going through their own stuff and aren't able to
Help.
kind of help. And that's what I want to offer. I have so many people asking me questions all the time anyway, and I'm not just like, okay, now you have to pay for it. Like, I'm still wide open. I just want to find a way to reach more people.
Yeah, and
You know?
funnel it and help that specific niche. So we do a lot of work with Mental Health America, Dutchess County, and I'd love to introduce you to them because this could be a
Yes.
great fit.
Oh, absolutely.
I love
And
that.
they can put you on their platform.
I love
you know,
that.
They're huge in the U.S.
They're
That'd
the
be fun.
best. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So are we gonna go through some viral questions, some hidden
Yes.
ones? I know
Okay.
this is Ashleigh's favorite part of the pod.
All right. If social media disappeared tomorrow, what would you do?
I'd be so happy.
Yeah?
What? Really?
Okay.
I'd be so happy.
Wow. How come?
There's so much of real life being missed looking at your phone. I mean, I go up and go outside every afternoon and look at the sunset. That is intentional. But if I weren't, like, I could live my whole life without like, oh, did I see a sunset? I don't know. No, I do the work to live life, but I still miss out. And I think we're just missing real life, real connection. I think in person connection and doing things. This thing that I'm doing with the phone calls, eventually I want it to be in person and
Yes.
big groups of women getting together and inspiring each other.
can see it.
But like also having fun. Like we're gonna dance, we're gonna do boxing, we're gonna like do some fun things.
I'm doing the Latin dance with you. I have
You
to go to the
are.
class.
It's
I'm ready. I can
the
shake my
most
hips.
fun.
Yeah.
Let's go. It's the most fun. So I would be very happy.
All right.
That's
okay.
really interesting. I never thought that, right? But see,
But
it's-
I'm in it, and we're gonna make the most of it, and we're
That's
gonna
right.
like
That's
build
right.
businesses.
let's
Right.
go, baby.
So speaking of being the most viral family really on the internet, what has that taught you about yourself?
Well, what I've learned is I'm the fourth of 4 girls, and
You're the baby.
I'm the baby.
So
Wait, I think we talked about
Yes.
this. I remember that now.
Yes.
No wonder
I was
why.
gonna say.
We're the spoiled ones.
Yeah, to be honest. Wait, hold on. Where are we going with
Sorry.
that? No,
Got
no.
distracted on the baby.
What was the question about?
Just like how has like this whole experience just kind of taught you about,
About
yourself?
yourself.
Oh, about myself. What I had realized about myself was that not just in the comment section when people would say, obviously there's awful things being said, but some things were the truth. And I would get as mad at that. And I kind of sat with that and realized, in general, I was not good at hearing, I don't want to say criticism, critiques about anything about me. Like, I felt like I was so defensive for no reason. What that was things over a lifetime that get stuck in your heart, and then something else reminds you of that, and so you're like, you have to just let all of that pass through your heart.
You are a different person from the day I met you.
I know.
You are.
I know.
It is unbelievable.
I know.
Like,
That's
I'm gonna
amazing.
cry.
And I've had
She's got me
moments.
tearing up.
And
over
she
here.
never cries.
I've never cried. I've cried
She's
one
probably cried
time,
one time.
in 3 years on this show, and I'm telling you, you're so different. Because that day you were so perplexed, and I feel like now, like you
It's
are
so
you.
clear. It's
and
so
what
clear.
Did you do? What did you do during this?
Well, here's
process?
what I'll tell you, and this is what I want people to know. It's not this.
Right.
Like I've had days before I saw you, moments, times in my life, months, years at a time, that I had it. I knew exactly
Yeah.
what the focus was, what I was doing. I was very sure about X, Y, and Z. And then there's times where you don't. And I feel like in those moments where you feel so clear and sure, you have to remind yourself that it's just ebbs and flows. Like,
Right.
I'm not always going to feel like this.
Yeah.
But when I'm not, how do I get myself out of that? And I feel like that was that thought alone has really helped me, and just learning to let, it's hard to let things pass through you that triggers other things that have happened in your life.
Right.
But getting to the root of it and freeing yourself of it and doing the work, it's like a different life. Like, you just literally, I sometimes I
therapy?
feel I have done therapy, but it wasn't really that.
You
I don't
just
know.
dug.
I just dug. I just really did. It's called shadow work, and what are the ugly parts, and how do I resolve that? Because I just want my heart is wide open, and I'm just so, like, every day I'm like, what can I, grab onto today, but you can't do that when you have a lot of junk inside. You have to work through that, and it's not easy, and it's hard. It's much easier to just like, okay, I'm just not gonna. I'm very
shove.
good at compartmentalizing. I've done that my whole life, and I couldn't do it anymore because it's, first of all, so I'm such a better person to be around now that I don't do that, and I'm
You were
just.
great that night. I just wanted to like take you home with me, and
I
and
know,
I was
I know,
like,
I
let's
just-
go. And now you're so sure and so
Yep.
clear. And I think that was a really important point you made, that it ebbs and flows, right? You're going to go through seasons of knowing exactly where you're headed, taking it slow, being strategic, and being smart about the choices you make. Then you're going to go through seasons that you're completely unsure. Did you screw everything up? That's normal. That's
Oh my
normal.
gosh.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's abnormal to always be on and always be
Yeah,
on.
and I
right?
think it's hard when people look at social media and they think everything's on all the time for these people, and those are the ones struggling the worst.
Exactly.
I think that's like so exciting though. Like it's like just when you think like, oh my gosh, like I'm lost like at this point, like then you like have like a whole awakening and
Yeah.
like you have this whole other life that you're starting.
And when you get to a point you're like, wait, what happened? I thought I had it all figured out. And I don't feel that way anymore. You got to do some more work.
Right.
It's always the layers of like getting, like to get down to, I kind of look at it like when you're born, before anything happens to you in life that you're sort of affected by, I want to get back to that little brand new soul, like is brand new, wide open, like everything is amazing and fun. Like people might think it's not realistic, but if you have an open heart and just like every conversation I have, I'm like gonna learn from it. Even the ones that aren't good,
Yeah.
even the comments that are harsh, I'm like, they're not wrong.
It's like being a little delusional,
Yeah.
and we're like
We
that
do.
too.
Also,
I
we
love
live in sunshine and rainbows,
No,
but,
but-
it's like, well, if you live that way, like it reflects.
It's gonna,
like,
and it's everything gonna mirror off of that, and you're gonna have the
100%.
best things coming to you.
oh, we
love
always
that.
say that. We're like, yeah, we'll be delusional. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. It works.
Everyone
I'm in
that
it.
knows us is like, I don't understand how you guys are always in a good mood. I'm like, listen, we go through things, but we like.
It's
put
also
in
a
our head-
choice.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
We put in our head
could
that
be
we're going to be
miserable.
happy, and that's it.
And
life is
and
good.
and just like that,
Yeah.
if it's just my luck, I ran out of gas, now I have this and that. Oh, that's just gonna build.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
your
gotta-
mindset changes everything.
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 And
really
it's not
does.
just like woo woo. It's real.
Yeah,
real.
Really.
It is real.
Seriously.
You can go out, like I always think about, okay, this might be a little out there, but we have a lot of dogs, and so picking up, the messes in the morning of the poop, and I'm like, I'm
Always
out
been there.
here and I'm looking for crap, and I'm gonna find it. But you know what else I found? I found a butterfly. There's a new flower on that bush over there. Wait, this tree has new buds on it. Like, okay, that crow made a nest there today. There's
Did you
so
see the
many
sun?
beautiful
Yes.
things. So it just all depends on what you're looking for.
That is so true. It's so true. 100%.
I love that. I just love all this. Like when you look at the little things, like it just makes everything
Oh my
better
gosh.
because you appreciate
Yeah.
the little things.
It
Yeah.
really does.
I love that.
It's not just
Such a good
words. Like it sounds so
conversation.
cliche,
It's
but
so
it's
love.
until you do the practice, like you don't think it's like a thing, and then you do it, and you're like, wait, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
I did it sooner. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have another one, Ash?
All right,
What
let's
you got
see.
here?
Okay. Oh my God, there's just so many good ones. Okay. When people hear your story years from now, what do you hope people take away from it?
Ooh. That I was kind, that we had a family that loved each other, and that we were nothing. Our favorite compliment is, you're nothing like I thought you were going to be. Because they think, oh, they got famous, this and that. And when someone says, you guys are nothing like I thought, you're so nice.
Yeah.
That's that.
That's amazing.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's what we think
You're
of
making
you,
me
so.
cry
She
again.
literally
I can't
Wait, you have to
it.
put a cry counter on.
Yes.
Number 3, maybe 4. I cried in there and didn't announce it too. No, but you know what? It's always back to those simple fundamentals, right? You just want really all we all want is to be loved and accepted, and for people to know you're doing your best,
Yeah.
right? And
Show up.
Yeah, show up.
It's not going to be perfect.
Right.
This whole thing that I want to do with these, sessions and on the phone, I haven't figured it all out, but I'm putting it out there, and I know it's coming from a good place.
Yeah.
And I always try to come from a good place of like, is this my ego? Is this me thinking I can fix people? No, I want to share everything I know. I'm just like the past. I'm like just literally the go-between
Yeah.
of things that I get. I want to just pass them along.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you know what? This will help so many women. We're going to buy your first session.
Oh my God, thank you.
My sister, seriously.
I know everyone's gonna love this.
She's at that point in life right now where she needs that. She's in a transition from her son leaving for school, and she needs it.
Yeah.
She's at
Yeah.
that place. So
I think like now that we're like me and my brother are both like in like good relationships. Like now she's like, okay, like what's next for me? Like
Yeah.
the kids aren't like, no one needs to go to sports anymore. Like no one needs to do anything. But I think like that's what's so exciting is like you don't stop learning ever. Like it's everyone's first time being whatever age they are.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's
Yeah.
all our first times, not just the kids. But I think that you're as a mom, like your whole life is so, and that's the whole point. Like your kids and like supporting and doing all the things and just doing your best. I know it wasn't perfect all the time, but I always showed up and I always did my best. And I tried to learn along the way. And so when that is just removed from your life, and, luckily, like, Mark always worked from home, so we're always very used to being together, and but it's different. But so we just have a lot of dogs, and we have fun with that. But
Yes.
they're like our little babies now.
Right.
What is a relationship like at the end? Like, what's the relationship like after kids? I always wonder, like, is Danny still gonna actually like me?
Yeah, you're
I know
in
he
the
loves
thick of
me,
it.
but because
Yeah.
I'm like these 8 years are tough. Little kids, we're running everywhere. We have a soccer star. We have this, and then I'm here doing all this. He's doing all his business stuff. So right now we're passing by, right? There's no time for each other. We do go away a couple times a year because
Nice.
whatever, and we see each other on the weekends here and there. But usually we're passing in ships in the night. So what's it like on the other side?
Well, I think something that Mark and I did a good job with is, we did this as a family. We'd have like these family check-ins, like long before social media, like when the kids were little, like what's working, what's not working, what do we need to, put some attention on or whatever. And so we still have that. We have a standing meeting
We do
every
that too,
Friday.
every Sunday.
Having
yeah.
a strong foundation changes
We do
everything.
that.
It really does. So, and it's not perfect. And sometimes that's the one meeting that gets blown off. It's just, I think it goes without saying we very much love each other, but the whole liking part, like I do feel still very connected to him. I feel like we do the little things, and it hasn't always been perfect. Like we do get to like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? But
Yeah.
like, what are we doing? And so to take the time for him to do the things he likes and me to do the things that I like, and then come together and like talk about it, like, oh my
Yeah.
God. And I go to my dance class every
Yeah.
week and he's like, how did it go? I'm like, oh my gosh, let me show you.
Hold on, honey, I have a new move.
Let me
No.
put my heels on.
Hey.
But that too, like it's our first time being empty nesters. So we're just giving each other a lot of grace and space and, time to settle in. But at this point, I feel like we have.
Yeah.
But
It's been a little bit now.
Yeah,
So,
it's been a
and
little
that's
bit.
why I think you're going to be such a help to so many women. So if you're looking for Heidi's new coaching platform, which I can't wait for you to announce, we'll make sure we drop it here in the comment section and
Yeah. You're gonna
in
have
the
to come
post.
back on it. We'll really talk all in depth
I'm
about
going to put it on
so-
my bio because I want to promote
We
it.
should look at
And
bio.
I'm going to put it in my bio because I want to make sure women know, because I always love to give somebody a great resource for
Oh, yeah, she
inspiration.
does.
yeah.
So, and thanks for being
Thank
the
you.
mom of the internet. We all love you. Thank you
You're
for
the
coming
best.
on and taking
Thank
the
you for-
hour
Thank
drive out
you.
to Anaheim.
I would drive anywhere for you.
Oh, honey, you're so again. This is number 5. But no, this was amazing, and I just want to say, speaking of the kids being first, my son called me 5 times with strep throat during this episode, but it's my son, so I
mom life.
it's mom life.
I was at urgent care with my daughter last weekend. She was like,
See?
"Can you come with me?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yes, of
Oh, yeah,
course."
no, I'll always need my mom.
They
I-
always
yeah,
need
you.
you.
But
need your
I
mom.
did have that moment. I was like, "Yay, she needs me." Like,
I'm right there, yes.
See, no one will be, even her team won't be you, honey. So thank you so much, and make sure you follow Heidi D'Amelio on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere, and check out her coaching program because it is going to inspire all of us ladies. And we'll see you next time on Red. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Love
having
you.
me. Love you.
It was amazing.
Moment of clarity, and now that lockdown is now.
Hi, this is Andrew O'Grady, CEO at Mental Health America of Dutchess County, and I'm coming to you from Red. I want to give you a mental health minute. What happens when you have anxiety? What happens when you have panic attacks? What happens when you're feeling a little anxious? What do? How can you take care of yourself? How can you get yourself out of that anxious moment? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, count to 20 backwards, forwards. You can list various dog breeds. You can do anything to distract yourself from what's causing you the anxiety. It's immediate relief during anxious moments. Easy to teach your friends and kids and coworkers. Talk to them. Be open about what you're feeling with other people. You'll be surprised at how much people want to help. That's my tip for today. Take care of yourself.